Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. These guys are at it again, and that is the propaganda machine of the Al Capone's side, the free media in America. And they do it again. And they do it, they did it again, they do it again, and they will do it again. Why? In the future. Because it works with these idiots. What happened? Do you remember, and I hope you do, how the American media was talking about the American military aid support to Ukraine? When they were talking about, we're going to send howitzers, or let's say we're going to send armored vehicles, and then tanks, and then airplanes, and then troops. You remember how did they start? First, they just threw it in the air. Well, maybe the Ukrainians were going to say, will help if they will have howitzers, or let's say tanks, because they started with everything. They did the same shit, the same game, and these guys are like, okay, and they bought it. So every time they said, oh, we're gonna just, Ukrainians could have tanks, but no, nobody can. That would be an escalation. That's how they threw it in the air, and see how idiots reacted to that. They were like, and they repeated that for about 3 days, and then they got escalated to, man, maybe United States could do that, but no, we can't do that. No. They got it higher a little bit. Then another escalation after 2-3 days of repetition will be, well, they're talking about, but no, I don't think so. Nah. So they're already in between, from no, in between. And then they say, well, some say that would benefit, blah, 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 blah. In the meantime, they build, oh, poor those guys. They get your empathy ready, and so they can, oh yeah, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to send tanks over there. Comes a former general, like a former idiot like John Bolton, for instance. Oh, maybe they should say it. And everybody's like, oh, the weasels are ready. And they say, yeah, they decide, the White House decides to do that. And they send it. The same thing right now. U.S. military will be in Israel. I said that before, and I say it again. They will be, if they're not already there. How did it start? We're going to send a response group to the Mediterranean just to make sure that, And from now it's like, oh, we're going to get in. Of course you're going to get in. We all knew that. I mean, some of us. Why? Because you did it so many times. I mean, it's be a tard not to realize that. And most of them are tards. So let's look at this article coming from Ukrainska Pravda. Not from the Russians. 15th is Sunday, 15th of October 2023. White House says U.S. military might help free hostages held by Hamas. Might. From no to might. Now, who wouldn't want someone to come and help the hostages held by those evil Hamas? Are you against it? Oh, you are for it, obviously, right? But first question, should you be involved in it? That's our ally. Why is not Pakistan your ally? Why is not India your ally? India is a democracy. They say it's the only democracy in the Middle East, blah, blah, blah. All that. How about India? India is the biggest democracy on this planet. If you want to go by that, 1.5 billion people, biggest democracy. No more because Modi doesn't follow orders. So I don't think that they're a democracy anymore. You know what I mean? These guys switch it however they want. So we're going to send military over there. I can guarantee you that Americans will be involved over there 100%. Okay, 99%. If that doesn't happen, you're not going to see me again talking about it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because they will have commandos going in there to save American lives, the citizens. And for the good. Are you against? Have you seen how bad Hamas are? We're the good. We're going to help them. Help the hostages, not Hamas. So let's read further here. The White House has not ruled out the possibility. Well, I thought they did. That's what they said before. We will not. Has not ruled out. So this is the second step. And that's third one, in the name of this, we gotta do it, man. We gotta do it. But if that would be the case, these guys will intervene in Ukraine. would intervene in many other locations on this planet to save lives. Ruled out the possibility that the US military might have to help free hostages held by Hamas. Who would be against that? Only someone who would support Hamas. We don't support Hamas. So obviously we are two options. We have only two options since the other ones are just not talked about. The other option would be like, that's your business over there, my friends. Oh, we got some American citizens. We have some dual citizens over there. It's true, but it's still citizens of the United States of America. So what are they going to do? We're going to go and help. But what did they say at the beginning? That the Russians probably have some dual citizens over there, because it's a lot of Jews that left Ukraine and Russia and are in Israel. So maybe one of them is Russian. Should Russia intervene as well, together with American friends? See how idiotic that sounds? We're going to have what? A world war against Hamas? I'm not against, helping. But the way these guys are twisting the whole garbage is just, garbage. They just make fools of us. The Hill, with reference to John Kirby, a weasel, coordinator for strategic communications at the National Security Council in the White House, in an interview with Fox News. Kirby said there are currently no plans to do that. Oh man, I thought there are plans. There's no plans. I guarantee you the plans are already done. They're working on how they coordinate with the Israelis and who's taking this, who's taking that. You will see. You will see. Asked if he would absolutely rule out the possibility of any kind of U.S. forces being deployed in Israel, Kirby said, what I won't do is rule anything in or out when it comes to getting our hostages home. Where was it absolutely? So let's say someone says, are you for it or against it? When you say, I'm for it, that means you're 100% for it. Otherwise you say, I'm for it, but... and then you say something else with these little conditions. That means it's not, you are, but you're not. Multiple choice or whatever. Yes, no answers. We're working on this literally by the hour. But again, in order for you to develop specific policy options, you've got to have a lot more contextual information that is available to use right now. And we're working on that. They create the context. The context is this. The evil criminal terrorist Hamas attacked Israeli who were just minding their own business, having their own thing, the festivals and all that, as you saw. And they how do you call them? Animals got in, as the Israelis said, human animals. They got over there and they killed kids. They killed, as you saw, got hostages and so on. And Israel was just defending itself now because, history starts right now. Doesn't start in. So now, what do you want? They got hostages, civilians. They should be helped, shouldn't they? I agree. So we got the terrorists. This is the context. Terrorists abducted civilians and they hold them hostage. And now they try to blackmail the good world. And the good world will smack the motherfuckers now. Okay, and you have to do that. Have you seen all those articles and all that? But it's only one side. The other side, nothing happens in Gaza. The Palestinians are just, they need to move. They need to go. Otherwise, Israel is going to help them go. How? With candies. Hey, this way. Yeah. Kirby stressed that there was a lot of uncertainty over the details of the location and number of hostages. So now they're at the details. The big picture is, I don't rule anything out. So that means yes or no. That they are at 50-50 right now. From no, 50-50. But we have to decide the details. That means like maybe 51 already, because we figured out the details. Let me show you how it's done. Of hostages, and added that the U.S. should be careful when publicly discussing the efforts to retrieve those hostages. That means we're going to do it, but we're not going to tell you. Why? You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. Okay. He also stressed that there are no plans to deploy U.S. troops to take part in the conflict between Israel and Hamas. Because this idiot, Weasel, says there's no plans, it doesn't mean that tomorrow there will not be a plan. I got to use this, unfortunately, in the language of the free. It's something that I really dislike here in this culture. Is this thing is like, I changed my mind. How in the pulamia you change your mind? So we have an agreement, or we're going to meet tomorrow or something. I get all the preparation to meet tomorrow to go in the mountainside. I quit that, I arrange things, and you call me 5 minutes and say, well, I can't come. I can't come. Let's cancel it. Why? What happened? Your mom died? What the hell? Your kid is sick? What's going on? No, I changed my mind. Smack. I mean, that's the way I feel. And that's just a underrepresentation of how I feel. So this is the currently, he also said that there are no plans to deploy U.S. troops right now. There are no plans. Doesn't mean that tomorrow they change their mind. And tomorrow I'm going to say this. We change our mind. Things forced our, we got to do it. Tap, we got to do it. They forced us into doing it. The State Department said on Saturday that 15 American citizens remain missing, although U.S. officials emphasize that this does not mean that all of them are hostages. President Idiot Biden held telephone conversation with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Palestinian Authority Chairman Mahmoud Abbas as Israel prepared for an operation in Gaza Strip. All right. What I think this is what's going to be. The Americans will intervene over there. They will be forced. That's the word. They will be forced to save lives, American lives. And they will go in. Just a little bit. Just a little bit at the beginning, Like, you got a rapist over there. He's going to just a little bit insert his little worm. A little bit, like 5 times. 5, and that's it. Okay? Nobody's hurt. Everything is cool, huh? And then after they get in about 5 times, they're going to say, hey, while we're at it and you are a bad person, I'm going to go 50,000 times now. Real hard. Guarantee you. Anyway, this is it. I mean, you think I'm... anyway, I don't... It's going to happen. They did it before, and they will use again. Remember, I think that even if they say 15 American citizens or 3 American citizens are hostage by Hamas, that would be enough for the Americans to agree with an invasion or a special military operation, as the Russians call Ukraine. But this is going to be a real special military operation. The Russians are all war, full-scale war, invasion, Man, my point is, it will happen. I don't like the way they say it. They should just say, you know what, everything goes there now. You shut the fuck up. You go to work. You don't... American people, you have nothing. I'm not going to listen to anything you say. Right now, it's something way too important in your lives, and that's that. They're more important than you guys. And you just, I don't know, I don't give a shit. Right now, I don't want to hear it. It's more important right over there. And that's what bothers me, because they don't come and say it. Just be honest. But they can't, because they will wake up even the... Now, remember that movie with Will Smith? Poor Will Smith. Oh my God, but he deserves it. Why? Because he's with that lady of the night, whatever her name is. Piki, Paka, what the fuck is that? Anyway, remember that movie when he's at... there was a virus and most people died, and then there were some zombies. I can't remember how it's called. Very short, whatever. So he's with that German Shepherd dog. That's all he's got. Very interesting to have a German Shepherd dog as a black person. But hey, it's good that you don't and put things together. But here, and he goes over there, and remember those zombies are in the dark during the day. That they are not seen by the sun. If they're seen by the sun or hit by the rays, they're burning or something by the sunshine, the rays, whatever. But they're in a state of over there, like 98% of the globe, man. Just watch that. And if you make a noise like that, and they start, being active. But that's how these guys are. When they, we're gonna do this, yeah, you're idiots. Immediately, or no Bud Light, or something like this. Little freaking idiot reason, and they're gonna be like spooked already. They're all going in one direction. No, not here. Not here. Where is the where is the guy who affects our man? It's yeah, that's the way I see these guys around. When someone said, well, it's man and a woman. Oh, who said that? Is here? No, well, he left with that. Oh man, oh man, I'm enjoying myself here, and I hope you do the same, or even better. Whatever. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just, man.